Hello guys, welcome back to the Battle Bricks, and today we're going to be playing Chapter 2. Like last time, I'm only going to be covering the levels that are like significant and have any type of matter to completing. The levels that involve literally only spamming the same units until you win will not be covered. So let's get straight into it. Pretty much until you get to level 10 and after, you won't have to change your loadout from Chapter 1. I use mainly all the same units from Chapter 1 since you don't get a lot of new units from playing levels. You get around 3 units and that's about it. As a recommendation, I do extremely recommend leveling up your giant to level 15 since every chapter increases your max level cap by 5 for your units. So I do recommend leveling up your giant to level 15 as soon as possible. Honestly, dumping all your levels into the giant would be the best. Other than that, level up your base unit and your third unit and you should be able to get past all the way for a while. So for level 5, it's basically a battle of attrition. Kind of similar to other levels, but you won't win unless you start using giants. So your best bet is to level up the bank to at least level 2 to level 3. The higher the level, the more money you'll be making per second, and the more you can hold. You want to start summoning giants as soon as possible. Also remember to use your cannon to kill the units when they group up, or at least weaken them. All red units now, at least for this level, so best option is to just keep attacking. They just explode and the archers have piercing, but if you just summon a giant, eventually you start winning and overpower them, which is pure AoE damage. If you have any other unit, like the bouncy guy, he's also pretty good, I bet, for this. Anyone that does AoE will help a ton. So using grenades or the rocket launcher guy will also be good for this. Personally, I just rely on using the giant most of the time due to its ridiculous amount of HP and damage it can hit. With that, you also can start using snipers. Snipers will help a lot, just dealing with the weaker enemies so the giant doesn't have to attack. Yeah, just do this strategy, you should be able to beat level 5 without any issues. Up until a while, until you have to start using your brain a little bit more. But other than that, that's about it. Level 7 is an interesting level. I just want to talk about it due to the bucket guy. The bucket enemy has the ability to change your base, any unit except your basic unit, into a basic unit. So if it hits a giant or a sniper, for example, it'll change it into a normal punching guy. So just look out for those guys. The best way to take them out is just having a group of your guys on one side to body block the guy. Other than that, it's a really weak enemy, so using a ton of snipers or having just a ton of fill up of basic units and surge units will make it so the unit isn't a big deal. This also doesn't have a lot of HP, so just blowing it up. Your cannon also can wick. So yeah, that's level 7, and this guy will be in most other levels from this point and after. So look out for this guy, or you can try to annihilate your giant by weakening them to a normal unit. Level 10 introduces the first boss, which is the Pirate King. He's not too challenging. He doesn't really do a whole lot. All he really does is shoot his cannon and knock back your own troops. But other than that, it's not really a big deal, and you shouldn't have to worry about him. So overall, just play like normal, summon giants, and eventually you just overpower them. Between levels 11 and 19, this is level 14 is the only special level, being a really close range suicide bomb kind of level, where the enemy keeps trying to use bombers to kill you while also summoning buffers to make them move faster, do more damage, etc. The best way to just counter this is first off summoning weak units just to block them so it can't get to your tower, then immediately summoning a giant to block all the damage until you just win. Yet again, like I've been saying, giant just hard counters everything in this game, and if you level him up to level 15, he will just block and tank all damage. Do upgrade your storage / bank as soon as possible to a minimum of level 3, and use your cannon whenever you want to try and wipe out the range units and the buffers. Other than that, this level is pretty easy, and we're going to get straight to level 20 since every other level between this and 19 is kind of pointless to talk about due to the fact that you just spam basic units and then giant. Level 20, in my opinion, is the most difficult level of Chapter 2, being the boss being extremely difficult to deal with, and it has a phase 2 unlike the final boss of this chapter. So basically this boss is able to summon units, which allows him to body block for long periods of time, and he also has the ability to hit every single thing on the field, doing damage to it, including your own tower. So your base also takes damage about every, give or so, 15 seconds ish. So this level really makes it so you have to either level up your HP or take out the boss as soon as possible. Once the boss gets to phase 2, it stops doing this attack that much, so you don't have to worry about that. The best way to deal with it is the strategy I employed since chapter 1, which is giants and snipers. Snipers taking out the weak units while giants tank and do AoE attacks. And yeah, basically that's all you gotta really do. Eventually you will win. I do recommend for this level increasing your max cap of your units, and also make it so you get more money. That's always way better, so you can get more giants in the field faster, and upgrading your unit recharge to the max level of level 12, which is the max level for right now until you get to chapter 3. This will make it so you can summon as much units as possible within that time limit. I did not have these upgrades when I did this, and so it was a very close fight near the end. When the boss is in phase 2, it gets into a vehicle, which you will see later into the level as I played this. It's into a vehicle and just keeps moving forward, so you basically have to spam units similar to the final boss of chapter 1. Just spam units and hopefully you just kill it before it gets to your tower and blows it up. And that's about it. So I'm gonna let the level play out from here on now with no more commentary, and hopefully everything works out for you guys. Enjoy. Level 25 is red giants. Red giants are a new enemy that you'll be encountering throughout the rest of all the levels. They're basically just upgraded giants from the basic one, able to do more damage and also be able to do an explosion attack, which has a bigger AoE and more damage. Overall, if you have a level 15 giant on your team, you should be fine. You will overall have more HP and do more damage, allowing you to base tank it with one of your own giants. Their level's probably around level 8 while yours is level 15. That's just a guess, but you're able to tank 2 giants with 1 giant most of the time. So overall, yeah, so make sure you're just summoning giants and you should be fine. These guys can be extremely dangerous if you don't have a giant on the field. So summoning a giant as soon as possible will help a ton. And that's about it for this level, and let's just keep going. Just keep summoning giants and snipers and you'll be able to finish this level and any other level with red giants. Before going to level 30, I leveled up all my units to level 15 and fully upgraded my base to the maximum level. This took about an hour and a half to 2 hours of AFK grinding. If you want to know how to AFK grind, all you need is Tiny Task and an auto clicker, and I did level 29 of chapter 1 over and over again with doing that. And yeah, so basically that's what you gotta do. I leveled up, and let's get straight into the next level. So that was it. That was chapter 2 of the Battle Bricks, and hopefully you guys did enjoy the second part of this. If you guys want chapter 3, let me know, or just watch, like, and maybe comment. That always helps a ton. Every view, every like, and every comment matters. I try and respond to every comment. And hopefully you guys did enjoy the videos I do make. So, if you did, let me know, and I'll talk to you guys next time in chapter 3, or whatever next video I make. Alright guys, peace out.